Hello, everyone. Welcome back again today. This is your weather dude here, and we're going to be going over today's weather. And today is June 22nd, 2024. So let's dive right in. As you can see, we have two areas of interest. Once again, it's the same areas as I went over yesterday. The thing is, the one area is over in Florida and Georgia. That thing has a 0% chance. So, like I said yesterday, it's not really gonna form. It's not gonna do really anything big or extravaganza or anything like that. But over in Mexico, we have a 40% chance. That still has a moderate chance of forming, but I think it's probably gonna do probably the exact same thing as the Georgia storm, the Georgia and Florida storm. So I think it's gonna crash right in Mexico and just be like a normal good old rainstorm, just like this storm right here. And let's go check what the tropics can be like. Other than just over here, we can see some over towards the middle of Atlantic Basin. Let's go check it out right now. So as you can see here, I am gonna bring this down here. There we go. So as you can see, this is the whole Atlantic Basin right here. Um, so let's go into the future. Yes, the future. And as you can see, here's our little system that was supposed to be like maybe a tropical system near Georgia and Florida. Like I said, crashed in, and this is normal rain showers. And there's a Mexico storm right there. The tropical storm, the not tropical storm, but like the potential storm to invest off the coast of Mexico has a 40% chance. Like I said, yeah, it's just gonna crash in to Mexico and just really weaken. So I don't see anything big there. Um, Anything else? While we're going out here, there's a little system trying to form right off the coast of South America. Nothing much really. Yeah, just storms going off into the Atlantic. As normal. But wait a minute. We have a storm right over towards Mexico again, right around the Yucatan. And this is the day of the 30th. So this is right around July. This is right around July. You can see it's hanging out in the Gulf of Mexico as normal. And as you can see, it just crashes in Mexico. It could be a tropical storm though. So that's always a possibility. It really is. And anything else? Yeah, there's nothing really else. Nothing really else other than that tropical system over near Mexico, possibly on the 30th. Today's the 22nd, so we have 8 more days until that happens. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're gonna see what happens. And speaking of which, there's really nothing else going on anyway. So it looks like Alberto is gonna be our lonely first name. Not lonely. This is supposed to be a very big hurricane season, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. All right, on to the severe weather for the United States of America. Let's see what's going on over here today. So over towards Michigan, um, yeah, over towards Michigan, we have the slight risk all the way back into Missouri and Illinois. Or no, yeah, Missouri, Illinois, and Iowa. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. But marginal risk is spanning from the Canadian border on off the coast of Lake Huron and goes all the way out towards Kansas City in Kansas, or just Kansas and Kansas City, in Missouri. And then, anyways, there's a little marginal threat towards Colorado and Utah. It's really nothing big. Another one of those up in North Dakota, and parts of South Dakota, and parts of Montana. Nothing really big there either, but a small little slight risk hanging out towards the far eastern parts of New York, um, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. That's a little interesting right there. And then a little marginal threat hanging out towards southwest Florida. So there's nothing really big there other than the slight risk, but it's really nothing else. Pretty much everywhere else is kind of like a normal good old thunderstorm. So yeah. And then for Sunday, woo! This one's a little concerning right here. As you can see, there's a enhanced risk over towards New Hampshire and Vermont, and a slight risk spanning from Ohio all the way up to the Canadian border. So things are looking pretty interesting right there. Monday, another slight risk for Minnesota and Wisconsin. It's kind of looking a little something there. And then Tuesday, nothing. Uh, Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Friday, nothing. Saturday, nothing. So there's really nothing else going on. But I am gonna look at the threats for Saturday though. As you can see here, there is a little bit of a tornado threat over towards Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois. It's a little concerning, a little bit, with a 5% chance of a tornado within a 25-mile radius. So something to think about there, and then a 2% from Missouri all the way up into Michigan. So towards SP of Michigan. Yes. And then wind threat, kind of what I just went over. And then hail threat from Kansas all the way to the Canadian border of Michigan and Lake Huron, and then the 5% in the northeast New England area and North Dakota. So that's pretty much it right there. We're just gonna look at the radar, see what's gonna be happening there. So let's give this thing a whirl. So we put this out into motion. As you can see, like I said, there's our little system right there that is forming in Iowa. And then it just becomes like a straight line wind threat and more like a linear threat. Little pop-up cells towards Iowa a little bit behind only. That's not very common, but that could very well happen. And then our linear threat keeps on going into there. And then just normal rain showers in Indiana and Ohio. So this is pretty much what I said from yesterday, what's going to happen. But then these could actually fire right back up because for Mars threat, it could be a slight risk for the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. So it's something to think about there. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Let's say if we go back here, I did say there's a small threat in North Dakota, but it looks like there's nothing, like at all. There's nothing, as well as Utah and Colorado, small things, but I think it's the isolated threats. I want to say the North Dakota, Utah, and Colorado, they're just isolated threats. But then the Florida threat could be a pretty real one because there's a few pop-up thunderstorms, just a few, but I don't know if it's really going to produce anything. So we'll just have to see what happens there. And now, for what everyone has been waiting for, we have to go over what the heat situation is going to be looking like. Oh man, it's so hot outside. Woo! Okay, why was I doing that? But anyways, let's go on to see what our heat wave is doing. Yeah, it's pretty hot, looks like. As you can see, wow, look at Ohio, 88 degrees. Oh, look at the Delmarva area, right around 89 degrees. Oh, man, that is crazy. It just keeps on going up. But I would say this is just for today, though. This is right around peak temperature right here. So, right around, like, if you live from, like the Ohio, from Illinois, Chicago, from Chicago, Cleveland, and New York and south, you're gonna be dealing with like 90-degree temperatures. Like it's gotta be hot, 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 hot. And we even see a little bit of 100 degrees, what right up towards the northeast part of Oklahoma City. So you can see there's a few triple digits, as well as towards Virginia. Virginia, there's 100 degrees right around Richmond. So if y'all need to stay hydrated, make sure to drink lots of water. Stay inside, air conditioning. Maybe get a popsicle ice cream, something like that. Cool yourselves off. And that's pretty much it. And then as well as out west, our friends out west are looking pretty interesting as well, with up to 110 degrees towards southwest part of Arizona, and southeastern part of California, as well as throughout most of the state of California, right around the 100 degrees, except the mountains. Everything else, it looks pretty hot today, especially up towards Washington with 92 degrees, 94 even. So it's a pretty hot day throughout the United States today. As you can see, there's really nothing else going on. Um, let's check our lows. Yeah, our morning lows for tomorrow. Wow, that is crazy. As you can see, these are all the 70s. The 70s. From from Kansas and Chicago east, you have all 70s. Even Cleveland at 81. Oh man, that's hot. Or Oklahoma at 83. Oklahoma City, 83. Oh man, y'all are gonna have a hot night. Or south of St. Louis, it's gonna be 80, 85. Or it looks like it, at least on the map. 83, 85, something like that. It's gonna be a hot one, that's for sure. So like I said, drink lots of water, air conditioning. Um, just do the stuff that you would do to cool off in like a heat wave situation. And yeah, that is pretty much about it. If y'all enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. And I will see y'all tomorrow. See ya. Bye.